the hysteria that is erupted. Let's just stick to the media, because that's who you're usually answering to and butting heads with, or someone they put on against you. But in reality, this is perfectly legal. This is precedent for this kind of thing. Just go back to Barack Obama. If you want to go back further, you can as well. And this is not the end of the world scenario, an un-American, illegal, unconstitutional scenario that the media continues to bang the drum for.
Yeah, I mean, it's not even the actual final policy. All it is the administration hitting the pause button so they can take another look at the way we do both refugee admissions and then also just any kind of travel from these 7 particular countries. And, whether there's things we can do that will do a better job of screening out either terrorists or people who are, basically enemies of our values, even if they haven't actually killed anybody. People who think it's okay to, kill people who leave their religion or kill gays or whatever. And so the whole point of this is basically to start the process of looking for a better way of doing that kind of vetting and screening. Frankly, they didn't roll it out very well, but then I think they've got a skeleton crew over there, and that's part of the reason. I think they didn't prepare as well as they should have. But the reaction, the sort of hyperbolic, almost crazed reaction from people really is, I mean, it would be funny if it weren't so serious.
And Chuck Schumer crying? Yeah. I've told other guests, I mean, I've lived in New York my whole life, and I've known Chuck Schumer, it seems like, unfortunately, my whole life. I've never, through incident 9/11, you name it, I've never seen him get emotional. Never. This made him cry?
Yeah, I know. It is kind of ridiculous. I mean, President Trump said, 95% sure it was fake. I have no way of knowing whether it was real or it was fake. In a sense, if it was fake, I have more respect for the man because, he's kind of manipulating it. If it was real, I mean, I think, but for a lot of people, I think this emotion really is real. I mean, all of that stuff, the people at the airports and all that stuff, that wasn't all just generated by, Soros funded people. Some of it probably was, and some of it was probably just people who felt guilty for not having voted in November, and they're trying to make up for it. But some of it's real, and it kind of mystifies me.
But Mark, it's real. It's real. Not to interrupt, but there's my Tim Kaine coming out in me. It's real because of the media, the way they presented it.
Yeah, no, I think that's part of it, quite frankly. In fact, you see some of the critics. McCain said this, that this is going to give ammunition to ISIS or whatever. It's like, first of all, they don't need any more ammunition to hate us. But what really, if there is any truth to that idea, that this is sort of poisoning our relations with ordinary Muslims, it's because it's discussed as a kind of Muslim ban, and people who don't follow the news very much, which is most people there or here or anywhere else, they're just going to see that and say, wow, that's kind of a problem. When in fact, 90% of the world's Muslims aren't even in the countries that are on that 7-country list. So the way it's been presented is actually, to the extent there's anything in here that hurts our image abroad, it's actually the way this policy has been deceptively presented.